How are you? Loosening up the leg bone into the pelvis. So we're just going to internally rotate your femur into the pelvis. Keep your hips facing the front. Nice big breath in and out. Good, and then tuck your chin to the chest and rolling down towards the floor. Inhale down here. Exhale to roll up, arms up, open the chest, pull the fingers back. Exhale, chin to chest, come down, inhale down here. Exhale as you roll back up, inhale at the top. Breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Come into a hip flexor stretch. Calf stretch, tuck the tailbone forwards. And then we're just going to open the chest. So you can either open the chest in this position if you want to, or if you have a little bit more space there, you can open up the whole front of the shoulder as well, this way. We're going to take one more breath in this position, and then we're going to swap sides. So tuck your tailbone under. You're either with your fingers on the lower back, pulling your elbows towards each other, or else in this position. I'm also lifting the chin a little bit here, just to get a bit of a stretch to the front of the neck, but don't crunch your neck bones. Take another 2 breaths here. Good. Down onto the floor. Again, preferably raised off the ground. So if you are doing your bandhula in standing, come down into supine. And we're going to raise your arms above your head. And then bringing the arms down by your sides. So basic palms facing up throughout. Basically, we're trying to stretch the front of the chest, the shoulders. Try to keep your rib cage from flaring. So try not to cheat. This should all be coming from the shoulder joint rather than from the torso. Keep everything in place. Let's do one more of these. And as I said, preferably raised off the floor. But if you don't have anything to hand, it's still going to be beneficial for the chest, doing it directly on the ground. Calf with your massage ball. You need a sip of water. Help yourself to a sip of water. Grab that ball, pop it underneath your calf muscle. And we're just going to roll that ball up and down the back of the leg with the knee pointing up towards the ceiling. Good. Next, we're going to turn your knee so that it's facing to 11 o'clock. Or if you can even go to 10 o'clock, go ahead and turn it to 10 o'clock. I really feel it in this space. Good, and then we're going to turn your knee to 1 or 2 o'clock, depending on what you have. The more you have, go for it. So we're keeping your left hip in place, so it's moving from within the hip socket rather than twisting the hips. Good, let's swap legs now. Knee pointing up to 12 o'clock. Moving forwards and backwards, rolling through that cuff. By the way, this is a really good release for plantar fasciitis. If you have any plantar fasciitis, this is a good one to release that back line. Now turning your knee to 1 or 2 o'clock if you have the space. And remember, we're not trying to move it from the pelvis. We're keeping your pelvis in place as much as possible. And we're trying to rotate the leg bone, the femur, inside the hip socket rather than rotating the pelvis, so that we're not just moving the leg, but we're actually moving it inside this top area as well. Good, and then externally rotating the knee to about 11 or even 10 o'clock if you can. Again, it's from the top of the leg bone rather than rotating the hips. Good. Coming out of that, and we're going to do some hamstring stretches. So flex your feet and reaching forwards and coming back. We're just going to go in and out of that stretch. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Have your chin tucked in towards the chest so that we're stretching through that whole back line fascia. Let's do one more. Sitting down on your bottom. Let's see. So we're going to be doing your seated wipers. Drop the knees one way, drop the knees the other way. Try to keep your chest facing the front as much as possible. Breathing slowly. And just have a visual image of inside of the pelvis releasing the connection between your leg bones and your pelvis, all softening and releasing. Lying down on your tummy, just rest your forehead on a soft fist. Let's stretch the front of the thighs here. If you can't quite grab hold of your ankle, just use a resistance band or a strap to hold your ankle. And then swapping legs. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Coming up onto all fours. Take your right shoulder and pop your head and shoulder on the floor. Breathe into your rib cage here. And then moving over to the other side. Lovely, coming out of that, and you're all done. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be seeing you soon.